very good, constantly scrimming and practicing and looking very, very good, growing very much. But we are going to get to cast Drakeus again here, and he will be starting the offense. And let's see, as our bronze match, that would be the third place match between orKs and h3h3h4h4h0. And I just realized I did not change my scenery again, so my apologies.
Okay, well, while you do that, we'll go ahead and start this game here. This is for a mouse pad is on the line here. Not just one mouse pad, but 3 mouse pads. Not just 3 mouse pads, but 3 TT Esports mouse pads. Already, Drakeus with a nice shot there onto David. As he's in the exchange, he does lose an armor, but he's only got 2 defensive players to deal with. Time is ticking down, going to make a run for it here as looking behind him. He keeps expecting that shot to come from behind him, but the shots in front are the ones that are hitting. There's Platernity with a hit to knock him down to 1 armor, and now they've got him in a tough spot here. Nao with the killing blow to knock him off, and that's going to make it 1-0. orKs takes an early lead, and now Nao will attack for orKs to try to add to that.
Yes, and Nail we saw play very, very well in that last series against Avenue Esports, who will be facing TCM in the grand finals. And so Nail just a very consistent player, and we'll see a lot of movement here on the defense. The Drakeus is up on that island, but the first hit goes out to Expire. There's another and a third. 1 player each from h3h3h4h4h get hit. So very good job, and they get that point to tie back up.
Much like the last game, we saw them in a very strong defensive start, and we'll see if they can expand on that. Here's Expire for h3h3h4h4h4h to try to do something offensively. Coming around this side route here, and wow, this is a different route. Just skirting the tree line to try, and it works. It gets Paternity, but David sees him as he comes in and does take him down to 2 armor. But wow, what a flying shot onto Paternity there. And yeah, he's using the periphery of the map very nicely there with another shot to take David out. The exchange, again, we see a lot of this exchange kind of stuff. People don't seem to mind it as much in the EU. You know, just get an armor for a defensive player, and sometimes it's not a bad trade, especially when you can get it down to 1v1. But wow, Nao just saw him coming in, got the rocket just at the right spot, hit him and takes him out. That's going to make it 2-1, and now David will go on the attack for orKs.
Yeah, so I loved seeing that offensive round. That was great. You know, something different we don't get to see too often, and it ended up going pretty well. And we often talk about the meta of the defense, but the meta of the offense needs to adjust too. You got to find new angles and new directions to jump and all that kind of stuff to break down the new defenses. So I would be really excited to see some teams use that again in the future. And David up on top of the island, not able to get the hit, gets knocked back there from Drakeus. And still with 2 armor, now 1 as Morty comes around the corner. There's the 3rd hit, and it's going to be tied up. And again, this defense from h3h3h4h4h is just absolutely overwhelming.
A nice push there, as Bordy is going to go on the attack for him and try to get an offensive lead here. As we may be looking at a very close match. Both these teams, well, all these 4 teams that made it today are really good teams, so that goes without saying. But now we see him doing something. So, but he doesn't. He falls to the back and plays some Gangnam Style for us. While we wait on him to jump back up, we appreciate that, Morty. Opa Gangnam Style, and he's open to get back in this before the time runs down on him. It does kind of fluster the defense a little bit, I guess, because he's not where they were expecting him to be. I don't know if that's the kind of meta strategy you're talking about. Wow, what a shot from above! But he's taken out with a double tap by Nao before he can get too far on the offensive cap. It was a good effort, especially after falling down. But that's going to make it 3-2 in favor of orKs, and now Platernity will be on the attack.
I actually think that was much closer. And then we realized that that first hit on the pole pushed him back into the pole. If he could have got onto the other side, I'm pretty confident he would have got the cap. But nice shot there from Expire, predicting that kind of different route from Platernity. Platernity now down to 2 armor. Going to be coming around. Can't get the angle. Takes a hit himself. And now the rush down coming from h3h3h4h4h0. Morty gets the final hit and ties it up 3-3. And this is seeming to be a battle of the defense as these teams cannot get the upper hand.
This may be one of those rounds where the 1 or 2 offensive points that do go through are enough to make a huge difference in the outcome of the game. Here's h3h3h3h4h4h0 now on the attack for h3h3h3h4h4h0 as he is able to dodge a lot of the rocket fire coming in. In fact, all of it. Still at 3 armors, but not finding the rails he would like to be finding here either. So it's a chess match at this point, and he's going to go over there to where David is. And oh, he caught Nao behind him, trying to sneak up on him, and 180'd him with a nice close-range shot there. And he's sitting good here with 3 armors and 2 defenders. And wow, that was another close encounter that did not go for either player. So now he's going to go ahead and make a rush to these. Looking behind him, and he does take David out there, and he's going to go for the pole. Paternity.
Whoa!
1, 2, 3, almost got him on the pole. He got to 74%. Paternity knocked him off with the 1 shot and got him with a 3rd. And that's going to make it 4-3 in favor of orKs. Here's Nao on the attack.
I love the fist pumps coming out when you play the horn, because that's exactly what I would have been doing in real life. What a great defensive play there from Platernity, keeping his team in this. You never want to give up those offensive points, and so they do take the lead 4-1. Nao again on offense takes an early hit from Expire, and then another from h3h3h3h. So very good shots there from the defense, and now Nao gets cornered there and swooping around. Gets the last hit, and Nao just giving a laugh there in chat. And really, really good job. And
yeah, because what can you do, man? I mean, they had him lined up there, and just a nice sneak around the fence was all it took to get that last shot in. As Expire's going to do a little horn honking of his own before he goes on his attack run here. Again, with some very close rocket shots that do not land. Expire's going to take this back way. Is he? No, he's going to make him think. He's going to make me think he's taking the back way, but really he's going to go back up front and try to get him. Nope, nope, nope. Nope on that one either. Still heading for the pole, it looks like, and he's up at the fence now. And checking behind him, some rocket shots there that don't land, and now he's going to have to deal with all 3 of these guys as he goes into the point. But he deals with Nao there, and now only 2 to deal with. He's got knocked down to 2 armor. Going to go to the pole. Oh, big shot onto David. He's going to get the yeah, he got the cap. Wow, that was so close. Platernity got him down to 1 armor, but that was enough. He got the point and made it 5-4. They're going to take the lead here on a very nice offensive play.
yeah, and this is exactly what we were talking about earlier. This one. Oh, there you go. We got a different.
Yes, Epic Sax Man. Oh, these are good. You guys are. Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
Gangnam Style Epic Sax guy. Yes, this is the meta game of Shoemania.
Yes, and David, though, already at 1 armor, just got past that half wall, which is very unfortunate. And there's the 3rd hit, and h3h3h3h4 will take the first map, getting them 1 map away from that coveted TT Esports mouse pad. And good luck to both teams as we move on to the second map. And that was, I think, the most even match we saw this entire